Also have with me Sharad Kohli. Sharad, there has been, if I could say, a bloodbath at the Sensex today. It's considerably down. How long do you think is going to be the impact? Of course, we've seen GST cuts that have been initiated by the government. There has been a big hint that has been given by the Prime Minister earlier, a few days ago, talking about a big tax cut bonanza for Diwali. So these are all measures that are being taken to overcome the backlash that is going to be faced by the markets, backlash that is going to be faced by the businesses within the country.
Good evening, Megha. Good evening to my fellow panelists and NewsX viewers. Well, I think I would like to take cues from what Ambassador Sachdev said. An inauspicious day. Normally Ganesh Chaturthi is auspicious, but I think President Trump, this is going to prove very, very inauspicious, and I think Lord Ganesha is going to do otherwise for him. As far as the impact is concerned, well, I think stock markets today are closed, but they did react yesterday. Obviously, there was a bit of a knee-jerk reaction, I would say, because there were a lot of people who were expecting that probably President Trump might do a flip-flop and might turn it around. Somehow that did not happen. So the market reacted. The market will come back, Megha. We don't have to worry. What is very comforting is that Government of India stands with the exporters. Government of India stands for national interest. Government of India doesn't want to compromise the sovereignty of this country. So therefore, there is no need to worry. Yes, about 45 to 50 billion dollars are going to be impacted. America has very smartly left out APIs, pharmaceuticals, mobile phones and tablets because it needs it very, very direly. So therefore, it very, very smartly left it out. This will be out of the tariff range, and the rest would be, when it comes to leather, footwear, textile, gems and jewelry, marine products, they are all getting impacted. There's no doubt about that. But the GST reforms, which Prime Minister has announced from the ramparts of Red Fort, is a big step because it is going to boost consumption. Two of the slabs going, practically everything is going to get cheaper. Practically. If you leave out a few items, my calculation says almost 90% of the items are going to get cheaper. So I think those exporters and those manufacturing units have got an incentive to probably start selling locally. Let's see a very interesting aspect, Megha, I'll mention here. When Atmanirbhar as a slogan was given at the time of COVID, if you remember, Prime Minister first spoke about Atmanirbharta at the time of COVID. Then he was referring to imports, like what we face with China, fertilizers, tunnel boring machines, rare earth magnets, when China tried to strangulate, in terms of supplies of those three items. So when Prime Minister spoke of Atmanirbharta earlier, it was imports. But this time when Prime Minister speaks about Swadeshi, he's also including exports. Because what problem we are now facing, immediate problem on the table is exports. And there is a place in South India called Tirupur, where 12,000 crores of textiles are exported to America. 1.5 lakh and mostly females. I've been to those factories. Mostly females work for those factories. So I think export-oriented units which are completely focused on America, they will probably face a temporary bump. But on 2nd of April, when President Trump first started this whole drama, I think exports